Hey, welcome back everyone. It is time to finally address the elephant in the room. And that elephant is sitting right over there. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll you over. So a couple months ago, I made a video and called it, my $5,000 mistake. And in that video, I just picked up this van. So business has been crazy. I'm trying to hire. I wanted to get another van set up so that I'm ready to roll. As soon as someone gets hired on, I have the vehicle ready for them to get going, right? So I picked up this van. They were trading, at the time they were trading around $8,500 for the mileage and about condition of this one, $8,500, and I found this one for $5,000. So I thought that I was killing it, right? I thought I had a smoking deal. Now they did mention that I had there was something weird going on with the transmission, and that's where my $5,000 mistake came in. Did I make a mistake? Did I make a good buy? And we're here to address it today. Okay guys, so when I picked up this van, cosmetically, yeah, it needs work, but that's my specialty, right? I'm not concerned about that whatsoever. I figured it would make good content to film for you guys, showing the cleanup process. It has a ton of industrial fallout, so it needs to be clayed, and needs all these things. The headlights are yellow. The interior was trashed. I already went through and cleaned that up. I did a video on how to clean seats. That was from this van. So everything cleaned up really, really nicely. The things that I was worried about, most concerned about, were the transmission and just general, health of the vehicle. So the motor mounts have been done, some other stuff had been done to it. So I was pretty happy with that. It was really, my main concern was just that transmission. I have some bills here, guys. I'm gonna walk through these really quickly. All right, guys, so bill number one, I took it to two different transmission shops. They both said about the same thing, about what they thought was wrong with it, which was that the transmission needed to come out and needed to be rebuilt. The extent of it was what they didn't know. Now, meaning they're gonna take it apart, check out the internals, see what's all busted in there, replace what's needed, put things back together, which would adjust the price and see where we come to. Well, I went with a shop near me. They're specifically transmissions. And my total came to, let me see if there's any credit card numbers on here I just want to cover, but I'll just cover everything. Here you go, guys. Ouch! $3,961.74 for the transmission. So that was out of the way. Now I'm at what? $8,900. So I figured, okay, now I'm technically upside down on the vehicle because like I said, they're trading around $8,500, but it's got a brand new transmission. It's ready to roll, right? So I'm thinking, okay, that's good. So I started running a little bit, noticed the AC wasn't working very well, and took it to a shop that I work with that we do a lot of detail work for, and they were nice enough. They gave me a better deal than what should have been. They did give me some price off, which I'm so happy for. I couldn't thank them enough for that, especially with that transmission bill that I got, right? So what they did is they had to replace the entire condensing unit, or the entire AC basically. What had happened, you would turn the AC on and it would blow cold, but it was super loud. Like from outside the vehicle, it was really loud and sounded terrible. So what they had to do is they had to replace that, clean out the entire system, because apparently little metal chunks got through the whole system. That's why it sounded so crazy. Replaced all that, and then they also did replace my front brakes because that was needed as well. And that total came to $1,555.42. So I don't know what my total is. I don't even want to think about it. I know it's high. Let's go ahead and total it up together. Let's go ahead and add this up. We're going to start with the $5,000. So 5,000 plus 3,961.74 plus 1,555.42. And I'm into this van for $10,517.16. So I'm basically $2,000 upside down on this thing. Now, please comment down below, what should I do? I don't know what to do. Oh man, let's sit down and talk about this. Alrighty guys, so I basically got two options with this vehicle. I can keep it and try and recoup some of my money. We'll talk about that in a second. or I can sell it, take my loss, and just say, you know what, I've had enough of it. Let's start over and just go buy a brand new van around that $25,000 mark. But if I just do it in payments, you know, it wouldn't be bad. So let's jump into that, guys. Let's talk number one, keep it and try and recoup my money. Okay, guys, so if you remember well, the whole reason I bought this van is because it's been super busy and I wanted to hire another person on to fulfill the demand because I'm turning work away and I hate doing that. It's lost money. There's no reason. I already did all the work to get those calls, to get those leads, and turning them away just doesn't seem efficient to me. So I got this. However, because of the whole pandemic and everything going on, I'm having issues hiring. So because of that, I did a job post, 2 months ago probably. And since I posted that, I have gotten this many responses. Everywhere you go, you know, everywhere I drive to, I see help wanted signs, now hiring signs. So California minimum wage is also pretty high. I may be speaking out of terms. It's either at this point now or it will be very, very shortly, but it's 15 bucks an hour. So in order to get anybody qualified, you really got to spend a good amount over that. So I'm really debating, do I continue to try and hire, or do I just keep it small and keep it simple and just work myself? And I have one other guy, and that's it. Just keep it small, keep it simple, and just run it that way. Or do I try and expand, keep this van so that it's ready for someone to go, and then in the meantime, right, I can start working out of it. Now this van gets approximately, I'm getting about 24 miles per gallon. My truck, my Tundra, gets about 12. So basically double the gas mileage. So with that amount of savings, I was spending, and again, guys, I'm in California. I think I paid $4.60 or $4.70 today for gas. So for you guys that are out in areas that don't have the crazy gas prices, you're probably like, how much? So that's basic unleaded, guys. That's 87 octane, $4.70. I've heard that there are some spots that are even more expensive, but the average that I'm paying right now is about, $4.59, I would say. So the gas savings do add up. So I'm trying to figure out, does it make sense to keep it and just work out of this and let my truck sit for now? Or like I said, do I just cut my costs, cut my losses, and get rid of this thing? Start working out of my truck again. I wanted to run some math with you guys and see just how long it would take me to recoup my investment. So hang on tight. All right, guys, so we've got the calculator back. So basically, we're just gonna focus on the $2,000 that I'm over on this van right now. If I sell it right now, I'm gonna lose 2,000 bucks. Approximately. I might be able to get 9,000 for it, but whatever, especially after I clean it up. With the gas rates at $4, and we'll just say $4.70, and I am driving, let's see here. So essentially this van has half the capacity of a tank than my truck, and it gets about the same amount per tank. So it's exactly half. So let's say at $4.70 a gallon, I filled up today and it cost, I think it's like a 12-gallon tank, something like that. So we'll just round it down. So $55. In my truck, that costs $110. I fill up 1.5 times per week. So let's see here, 55 bucks times 1.5 times per week by 4 weeks, we'll just call it. So that's 6 times. So that means my monthly gas expense on this van will be $330. On the truck, it's $660. So that's a $330 savings on this. So just to recoup that $2,000 would take 6 months. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So if I do that just in my gas savings, guys, I'm running, I would recoup that $2,000, and I would be at, I recouped the 2,000 bucks, so I could sell it for 8,500 and break even at that point. If I keep it longer, even better. Now the scary part is I just don't have a lot of confidence in the van right now after everything that's gone on, and the potential for something else going wrong is there. And if that happens, then right? I mean, I'm already in it for 10.5, so I don't know. That scares me, so I don't know what to do. Guys, please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. What would you guys do? Would you just keep it, work out of it? I already spent the money, it's here. Or do I sell it, recoup some of the money, and then wait till things kind of level out and I can actually hire somebody again, and then just go get a brand new van and work out of it that way. With that said, guys, regardless, I am gonna start getting this thing cleaned up, because whether I'm gonna be working out of it or selling it, I need it to look good, right? So I want to, I have a customer, they live in an underground, or they don't live in an underground. Their cars are parked in underground parking, and right now there is a roof rack, ladder rack on the van. I don't think I'm gonna be able to clear the garage door with that on there, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. I'll go ahead and throw you guys on the tripod, and let's get that taken off, and we'll do a quick walk around of the van. Obviously it's filthy, so let's go. Okay guys, so that is off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and walk you around this thing. Now there's some paint peeling in certain spots. Again, not worried about that because I can wrap it if I need to. But we do have, as you can see, a lot of adhesive, leftover adhesive. So this thing was wrapped previously. So I wanna get all this stuff removed. Here's one of the peeling spots of the paint. Again, I'm not too worried about that. The headlights are yellow and foggy, so I'll get that cleaned up. I actually might have to just replace it, but I'm gonna do a video for you guys on headlight restoration. But the bulb up here is actually disconnected, and it's not just the bulb, it's the actual housing, so I might just order new ones, but we'll do a video first on that. A couple little scuff marks, that's super easy to deal with, guys. Actually, let me just show you really quickly how easy that is to deal with. Sorry, it's a little dark. Those scuff marks, it's transfer, like they probably hit a cone or something like that that transferred the paint from that onto the car. A lot of people will get, it'll just be white, and a lot of people think that it actually went through. If they have a black car and they get white on there, they think that it actually went through the paint. Here's a little tip for you. I'm just gonna go get some goof off real quick and we'll show you. Okay guys, so this is very, very simple. So you see the transfer here, it looks terrible, looks bad. Obviously it did wear through a little bit right here. But basically all I'm gonna do is take some goof off. I'll link this down below for you guys. Just open this guy up. This is a brand new bottle, so. And all I'm gonna do is take the goof off and pour some of it onto my microfiber towel. You don't need a lot, okay? So I'm just gonna put the towel over, sort of dabble over a couple times. Got some material on there, and here we go. Ta-da! Boom, so that area is perfect. It's on the light, we're gonna go ahead and remove that. Good to go, down here. Good to go, up here. Good to go, and down here. Once again, we are good to go. So no more scuff, guys. Super easy, goof off, fantastic product. Now I always do recommend rinsing it down that area, just, you know, and add some protection to it afterwards. But I'm going to be detailing this thing, doing a full clay treatment on this van, so I'm not worried about it right now. I'm just gonna let it be. I will rinse it off, I'm gonna rinse it off pretty soon here, so no worries there. All right guys, so back to it. Sorry, I'm sweating, it's warm in here. I try and have the AC on as much as I can, but it makes a lot of noise, and for the videos, I wanna try and keep the audio good for you guys. So anyways, walking around the vehicle some more. As you can tell, actually, yeah, right here you can tell, the paint is, let me see here if I can get this to focus for you guys. Come around a different direction. There you go. So you can see where it was wrapped before. It was obviously a SunPower solar van. And you see that the paint is just absolutely filthy, and it does have the outlines from the wrap still on there. So you can also see it on the hood if I can pick it up for you guys. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it also says SunPower Solar on there.
Actually, it says Smart Solar. I don't know if that's the same company or what, but one other thing is, guys, we are missing a mirror cap. Those are cheap, that's easy, no big deal. The plastic fenders are completely oxidized, so we'll do a video on that, get that cleaned up, and that is pretty much it, guys. Really quickly, I'm gonna do another little section for you guys with the goof off, just to show you to remove that those adhesive marks. Same exact process that we did on the scuff to remove the adhesive lines. Hang on one second. Okay guys, so here's the adhesive line right in this track, especially back here, it's really bad. So I'm just gonna do the same exact thing. I got my goof off, pour some onto the towel, put the goof off down to the side, and just rub it out. Really quickly, it pulls it off so easily. Goof off is such a great product. Like this part's really baked in there and pretty thick on the adhesive side. So we just gotta work it a little bit more than we did the other spots, but it's coming up. Everything's coming up very, very nicely. So, you know, I'm confident that this van's gonna look great. I might do a little wrap on it. I haven't decided. Again, that's gonna depend on if I keep it. But basically, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go around. So we're getting a little bit of yellow transfer from the towel. That'll buff out. No, I'm not worried about that. So guys, again, please comment down below. Let me know what you think. I need some advice on this. Should I get rid of it? Should I keep it? I don't know what to do. Please help me. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm gonna continue to work my way around the vehicle, get all this, all the adhesion marks off, all the leftover residue. So while I'm doing that, you guys get down, comment below, and let me know what I should do, please, because like I said, I'm lost on this one. I don't know if I should just take the loss, start fresh, get some money back out of it, or if I should keep it, start working out of it until I can hire somebody. I don't know. Anyways, guys, please make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, and you have your notifications on so that you don't miss any upcoming videos, excuse me, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.